Hello, my name is Montique and I will be presenting my views or understanding of the 6 steps that we have learned throughout this class. So for the first one, which is social currency, this is me from the book, influences how others see us, which is, clothing or something like that. How can I go ahead and make this into my channel? Well, in fact, I am going to be mixing both a let's play and a review channel of mainly video games. I would want to dress appropriate attire, not what currently look right now, but more gamerish styles. The headset, kind of a wacky background, not too wacky, soft on the eyes. Gamer stuff somewhere over to my right, over to my left, distant camera so you can see my full body or upper body expressions of how I play the game or review a game. Now, the next one was just triggers. As the book says, triggers are stimuli that promote people to think about related things. Now, how can I go and make this into my channel? Now, of course, my whole channel is Let's Play and video games, so I post triggers for certain things, as I said in this thing, saying either beginning or the ending of the video, saying, hey, remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon for updates on my channel, because this has been shown to prove, it's like, oh yeah, might as well subscribe. If someone can be like, oh wow, yep, that would be it. And this can go into my review side of my channel where people are like, hey, I can see how like this portion of games kind of, a bit more difficult than what a beginner would see. Or hey, you know what, the price for this game, yeah, I might as well go ahead and wait a little bit on the price, wait for it to drop down, then have a rating system that people are like, okay, I can understand this rating system. This is where like most rating for any channel would be most likely to be 1 out of 10 or out of 100. What's the percentage of it? Then I can go ahead and say, hey, uh, this reminds me of this, this reminds me of that. To kind of say related stuff that people would say, or add some sort of meme content, funny things here and there. People can laugh and be like, yeah, that's relatable. To something degree, I'll have to go ahead and see how my audience truly reacts to my triggers. Now, emotion. Now, as the book said, when we share, we share. No, when we care, we share. So, this is practically the one thing where I said this can be made to a channel showing off an emotion at certain points of a video game. Let's say if it's a horror game, I scream, I screech, I yell, like something like that. That can be definitely an emotion or something like that people that can understand. I could possibly use audio along with this. Goes with the trigger. Having that slow heartbeat, like if you're like in a desperate situation, or heaving, you're running from something. It's like boom, 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 boom. That can definitely be one thing that can react to emotion, adds like a feeling atmosphere, people to go and come and watch the video. For the next one, it's just public. Now, what the book says is that design products and initiatives that advertise themselves and create behavioral residue. Sorry about that. So, if this is about creating products or such advertisement, one place I would think that would be a great example would be the video game channel called Game Theory. Of course, this is run by different people, and you also have other sorts of theory channels such as food theory and such. But one thing that makes Game Theory the example is that they sell products that are related to their YouTube. One is a jacket where all over it has like puzzles, symbols that you can figure out for Easter eggs about upcoming videos, um, certain lore and such. So that's where a product or like an advertisement of that is really good because then people are like, oh, I kind of like this. I like how they do this. So I want that. I want to solve it. I want to post it. I want to share what I did. which would then boost up the channel's reliability and relatability. That. Now the fifth one, which is practical value, as it says, highlight the incredible value of what we offer. Now for me, I'm a review channel and a Let's Play channel. So the value I want to create is that for reviewing, that's reliable and understandable and easy to digest. Now, even though I said over here all these words, there is one channel that does do this quite well, which is called The Angry Joe Show. The Angry Joe Show reviews games practically for the purpose of seeing how the game is, and of course, the angry does come out as the main person, who is Joe. He'll be a person that's kind of light-skinned, mainly white. You'll definitely see him. He's practically the face of the Angry Joe Show and the Angry Joe Show army. So that's where the practical value is that you come to see how he reviews the game, even though it's in more of an angry, screeching sometimes sort of mood. You know that he does go ahead and try to see what is the basic value of any game he reviews, whether it be the most horrible video game in possible history to even the most best video game, to see what their value is. And that's what the value he brings, the offer. It's like, I offer you this sort of video, I get your attention. It's similar to how comedians do. They don't want to go ahead and do something, so they what their offer is that they give you laughter and you give them the attention. That's the exchange. That's the equivalent exchange. Laughter for attention. Now, principle number 6, which is practically just main stories, is just that practically well. So as I said right here, these two categories is one thing I want to go and have people create stories with. Funny videos, funny portions of my videos that people share. It's like, oh no, hey, wacky wacky, wookie wookie, or something like that. And then education and reliable. One video that I can go ahead and post a good example is a person by the name of Remy. Now I can't exactly say his whole name because it's hard to go and say, but this person named Remy by Rimmy, he has a essay video about a video game called Armor 3, and it's titled Armor 3 Isn't Real Life. Now, for those who don't know what Armor 3 is, it's supposed to be a realistic military shooter. Has some military tactics here and there, but through how he plays it, he modifies the game to play in any available time period. That video is practically a good example of one of the other principles. But for stories, that's where he creates stories. He has a lot of meme videos. He has a lot of meme videos of highlights of his, gameplay with friends or by himself with whatever video game he is able to, play. And that's where the stories create. That's where YouTube shorts are really good to be in. So thank you for your time. This is my presentation of how this principles can be used in possibly my channel. So thank you for your day, and I hope that things can go well.